为什么好？中非友谊为什么深？关键在于中非双方缔造了历久弥坚的中非友好合作精神，那就是真诚友好、平等相待、互利共赢、共同发展、主持公道、捍卫正义、顺应时势、开放包容。这是中非双方数十年来休戚与共、并肩奋斗的真实写照，是中非友好关系继往开来的力量源泉。
Sub-Saharan Africa, 43 nations. North Africa and the Middle East, 18 nations. Europe and Central Asia. One step in this process occurred in November 2022 with the opening of a new gateway to Africa. An agreement was signed to start the development of a new superport at Bagamoyo in Tanzania. The planned size is breathtaking. The Asia Times in November 9, 2022 reported that this new facility will be the most significant construction project in the last 4 decades of Chinese-Tanzanian relations, with a capacity to handle 20 million cargo containers per year, hence more efficient than Europe's biggest port in Rotterdam. Tanzania, in a very short time, will be home to a port larger than any in Europe. It will be the Belt and Road gateway to 12 resource-rich, landlocked nations in Africa with a combined population of 300 million. It will be an export exit for billions of dollars of export resources and an entrance for Chinese goods. The Belt and Road is now consisting of a massive number of facilities, including superports, tens of thousands of miles of rail and roads, as well as pipelines between all continents except North America.
共建“一带一路”的倡议，目的就是促进各国各地区互联互通，形成联动发展格局，为世界经济拓展新的增长空间。
In 2013, President Xi proposed the BRI. Over the past 8 years or so, President Xi has always been concerned about the construction of the Belt and Road and promoted the implementation of the Belt and Road cooperation during his domestic field trips and overseas visits.
它的核心内容是促进基础设施建设和互联互通，对接各国政策和发展战略，深化务实合作，促进协调联动发展，实现共同繁荣。
To date, China has signed BRI cooperation documents with 149 countries and 32 international organizations. The BRI is becoming a belt of prosperity and a road to happiness, benefiting people across the globe.
Qingmei Jiaxi loves painting. Oftentimes, he copies this oil painting hung in the school. He's curious about the tropical scenery depicted in it. He learned from his teacher that it was a gift to the school from African friends living thousands of miles away.
听老师说，非洲很热，那里有很多大象。我们都很感谢刚果部，是他们帮我们建起了新的学校。
On April 14, 2010, a disastrous earthquake struck Yushu Prefecture in Qinghai Province. Afterwards, the government of the Republic of Congo donated 16 million RMB to rebuild the Wenle Primary School. In honor of the Congolese people's deep friendship, the school was renamed the China-Congo Friendship Primary School.
每到1年级的学生看到这个电视里有一个非洲人物村，他说这刚果部。如果有机会，我们的孩子们特别希望到非洲去看看刚果部。
上课时间到了。
Wang Yang is a doctor at Beijing Chaoyang Hospital. He's also a member of China's 26th medical aid team to Guinea. He always remembers the moment he left home and how his son held on tightly to his neck, reluctant to let him go. His son made a calendar where he eagerly counts down the days till his father's return. He has so far ticked off about half of them. But during that time, his father says he has become quite attached to his new surroundings.
舍不得在这一换环境，这对病人，这对科室大夫，我想在这7个月过程中，我还想经过自己点滴的努力，为这医院的胸外科再做一些我应手能及的贡献。
It was at here that Wang conducted the first ever thoracotomy in Guinea's history. Locals regard him as a sort of miracle worker. Before going home, he's still trying hard to share his experience with local doctors. Just like Wang, many other Chinese doctors and medical workers have given their blood, sweat, and tears to help Africa's poor. In the face of the Ebola epidemic a couple of years ago, the Chinese government provided humanitarian and material assistance to support the people of West Africa in their time of great need. Since 1963, China has sent 21,000 medical workers to 48 African countries, treating over tens of millions of patients. Right now, 46 medical aid teams consisting of nearly 1,000 doctors are working in 45 countries throughout Africa. Support each other in times of difficulty. Cooperate with each other in periods of development. One's help is reciprocated by the other's trust. It is the demonstration of the bond of brotherhood between China and Africa. For African people's friendship, China welcomes with open arms our African friends as family members to come visit for various reasons. Whether for tourism, work, business collaborations, or settling down, African people seem to really like the city of Guangzhou. There they have a greater platform to realize their dreams. The Sacred Heart Cathedral is located in downtown Guangzhou on Ida Road. Every weekend, its English Mass is a gathering for African Catholics living there. For them, it brings great comfort.
China is reaching out in solidarity, in friendship, in trade. It is developing infrastructure. It is financing projects. It is engaged in collaboration. It is engaged in cultural exchanges, education, etc. with Africa. across the length and breadth of the continent, China is establishing mutually beneficial and science-based relations with Africans. And that is good. I'm not saying that China doesn't seek to get the best deal it can on specific transactions and so on. Trade is trade. We're all horse thieves when it comes down to it. But trade is very different from colonial acquisitions and domination. Now, on the other hand, imperialism's, and particularly the US and Europe's response to the fact of Africa's potential wealth is very different. That seeks to dominate and to control Africa's future. And this is partly an objective in itself, to access these resources for the benefit of American capital, American transnational corporations, and so on. So this is the context in which African geopolitics is changing.